The three grants quite critical to the commercialisation of the processes that we're developing at the moment. There's a federal government Innovations Connection grant. In fact, there are two of those. The first one was used for scoping study work and evaluation of the process flow sheet. The second one will be used for fine-tuning process details while we're doing pilot testing. And then there's a third grant, which is by the state government. The first two that I mentioned are federal. The third one is a state government grant through the Mineral Research Institute of Western Australia, and that grant funds work to be undertaken at Murdoch University. That work will take solutions from the pilot test run, the first pilot test run that we do, and they'll look at the deportment of waste material and byproducts. So the three of them dovetail very nicely into a commercialisation package. It's also allowed us to develop a partnership with ANSTO Minerals. That's a division of the Australian Nuclear Science and Technology Organisation, and they are developing the intellectual property with us. Well, currently ANSTO are running the pilot testing. The first pilot test is on trilithionite from lepidolite hill. That'll run through to middle of September. The second test will be on spodumene from Pilgangoora. That's done in partnership with Pilbara Minerals. And then there'll be ongoing technical support from ANSTO as we commercialise the processes. I think one of the things you can say about technology is there's no such thing as one size fits all. And there are different materials to be processed and processed in different jurisdictions. Now those jurisdictions have different exposures to things such as energy cost, reagent cost, and of course political constraints. When you put the package together, it can change the economics of a particular process quite markedly. So we believe that SiLeach, being a very flexible process and being able to process spodumene, will be widely accepted on a global basis. But there will be other locations around the world where LENA, which is a caustic leach, are more selective for lithium than SiLeach is. There will be locations around the world where that process will be far more beneficial. Well, let me just say we've done a fair bit of exploration work on the projects, and we have half a dozen of them in Western Australia. And it's not only Western Australia, we've got Northern Territory, Queensland, Mexico, and we're looking very, very closely at Europe and Canada, of course. But in Western Australia specifically, we've done a lot of work at lepidolite hill, and of course we're currently pilot testing material from that deposit. We've done a lot of work at Ravensthorpe. That's basic geological work, sampling, mapping, and we've located a number of very promising lithium pegmatites there and plan to drill those later in the year. We currently have a field crew working at Greenbushes, doing routine mapping and sampling, and we'll dispatch another team to Pilgangoora later this month. As we've developed the exploration portfolio for Lithium Australia, primarily focused on lithium of course, we have looked at a number of other commodities which include graphite. We've developed a significant graphite portfolio and we're spinning that out so quite frankly it doesn't take up a lot of our management time and we can focus on the main game, which is lithium. We've put together a terrific crew for Graphite Australia. We've got a couple of mining professionals in there that are second to none and they'll run with that as a standalone entity. Well, the game plan's all about commercialising the technology, and of course the pilot testing is critical in doing that. When we've finished the pilot testing, we'll have a look at the results. We'll start doing a little bit of engineering work, and we would like to commit to the first demonstration plant anywhere in the world using SiLeach technology by the end of the year. We've got a couple of locations that we're studying for that. Our preference is Port Hedland.